What is up, everybody? Nick here. Welcome to the starting line. This is the National Rock Racing Association's weekly news update, and we are just getting back from one heck of an event in Kentucky at Hollerwood Offroad Park. Um, Man, the action was epic. It was hot. Oh my goodness, was it hot! I got there Thursday and talked to Clyde and Bill, and they were still at the park when I landed, and they were talking about coming in to get cooled off, and I mean it was warm when I got off the plane, but I don't know if it was just where we were in the woods, but there was no breeze, and Saturday was hot, man. I was just talking about it on my sister show here, the Sermon on the Hill that I do every Monday evening. And I was just talking about how I hydrate, man. I take steps in order to make sure that I'm going to be safe for the next day. I'm going to be able to work all day out in the out in the heat, hot sun, and not be affected by it. And I tell you, I was fully hydrated, man, and I was sucking. I was hurting, definitely. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and just get a couple of shares in here while we're saying hi and getting caught up. I'd ask that you do the same, please. It helps the series out. It helps the sport out. It helps the drivers, the individual drivers, and their race programs out. It helps our sponsors out and stuff. Social media plays such a huge role in getting the word out and introducing this amazing sport, this amazing motorsport we call rock bouncing, getting it out to the masses. And your simple shares that are free, as long as you're doing it in a group or in a page that allows it. Don't go breaking any group rules and so on. But if you can, please share this stuff, like and follow all of our pages on all of our social media platforms. We're on TikTok now, also on YouTube, Facebook, obviously, and Instagram. Please go out and check us out, man. And I promise you, I promise you, I try to fit as much content in a day as the social media platforms will allow me to. So we have got a constant flow of rock bouncer action coming at you. I absolutely love what I do, and I am so thankful to have access to all of this footage, to have access to these drivers, these races. It's been amazing. Michael Garski, I was digging that fancy umbrella you had on your camera. Yeah, that was Taylor. Part of our production crew came up with that. I was standing in the one section of the racetrack that had absolutely zero shade, and not even close to shade. Like I couldn't take a couple of steps and be in shade. You know, I had to walk like 30 feet, and I could be in shade. So, as the camera guy and runs are going, rapid fire, it wasn't conducive to the plan. But Taylor did hook me up, and I was able to at least escape the sun a little bit. So, thank you, Taylor, for that. Um, we started out Friday, man. Started out with the UTV stock class, and the Unlimited series followed closely after that. The way that the hills, if you haven't watched the live feed, go back and check it out. I'm going to be releasing some more footage this week coming up here as well, because we did have a couple of issues where we had some pretty thick clouds roll in. We had some pretty nasty storms roll in on us on Friday. Kind of knocked out the live feed a couple of times. So I'm going to be releasing some footage that I got that you guys might have missed. But for those of y'all that did catch any of the live feed, you kind of saw what the course was. Clyde came up with this crazy up and down and back up and down. They were side hilling. They were braking coming down over. Coming down steepest parts of the hill, that having a button hook and go right back up again. I mean, buggies, your suspension had to be on point, your brakes had to be on point, and you better have the wheel speed and horsepower to go from pretty much a dead stop at the bottom of the hill and go all the way out the top, man. It was crazy, crazy racing. And like I said, the action was nonstop. Uh, the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class is what kicked us off. Huge shout out and prayers for Wade Good. Wade there. Wade is an animal. If y'all know Wade, he is coming for podiums. He is coming for championships this year, and it shows. He has been standing on a podium, I think, pretty much every race so far this year. He's leading multiple rock racing series in the UTV classes all across the country. So, but Wade is a little under the weather. He was a pretty sick guy on Friday and Saturday, but still managed to come out and tear it up. So huge shout out to Wade Good. Hope you're feeling better, man. For sure. Let's check out the stats though, and kind of get into it, because we definitely had some shakeups for sure. So there's a lot that we need to talk about. These next few races are pivotal. These third races in the individual series, Northern, Central, and Southern. And then you got to realize that finals counts as the fourth race of each one of those series. So, finals is a big one as well. So this was the Mickey Thompson Northern Rock Racing Series Race 3, presented by Lasernut. And we're talking about the UTV stock class, the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Let's do the top 5. Dan Carter stood on the podium for the UTV Bounty Series at Hawk Pride, and he wiggled his way into the top 5 this past weekend. At 5th place, Casey Howell in 4th. Now we're getting into the podium, the top 3. Brandon Davis coming in 3rd. And I think that it is important to note that he was tied with Paul Wolf, who came in 2nd for points. So in that case, they have to go to combined times, and Paul was ahead by just a few seconds, man. We're not talking about a whole lot of time here. And then again, Wade with a perfect run. It doesn't get any better than this. And again, sick as a dog for a total of perfect 100 points, winning both hills in the UTV stock class. Next up on Friday, we had the UTV, the RCV Performance UTV Unlimited class. Again, no room for error here. You have, just like the bouncer class as well, you've got to be on your game if you're going to be competitive in this class. These guys are bringing huge horsepower. They are running suspension components that are cutting edge, brand new stuff, wide kits. I mean, these things are wider, longer than they have been in the past, and they're just unbelievable machines. What these unlimited cars are turning into. Let's go over the top 5 again. Wade Good, despite being sick, he had a little couple of hang-ups. There was one spot that was real tight at the top of the second turn, I believe it was, to go back down the hill. I know it was a real tight turn up there at the top. So Wade coming in 5th. DC Thompson, 4th place. DC is one of those guys, man, records are checkers. He's either going to be standing on the podium or close to it, or he's going to wreck it trying. So good to see DC up there, man. Paul Wolf coming in 3rd place. Tim Cameron in second, and Cash LaCroix, Cash and Timmy tying with 97 points apiece. But they had to go to combined times, and Cash was just again less than 2 seconds total winning. I want to go back to talking about the UTV stock class. I think that this is kind of interesting that it was a Can-Am sweep. I thought of this when I mentioned Paul Wolf in the unlimited class. Paul running the same car in all three UTV classes, and Paul always a huge advocate for Can-Am, and Can-Am is just coming on strong. Wade Good stepping into a Can-Am this year, and his is pretty much bone stock, y'all. They've got some suspension upgrades and a cage for safety reasons, but for the most part, stock motor, stock everything else. So, pretty cool stuff. So that takes care of Friday. Those are your top winners in the UTV classes. Saturday, again, we got started early with the UTV Bounty Series. The difference with the UTV classes on Friday with the UTV Bounty Series, obviously, if y'all been paying attention, the Bounty Series follows the same hills as the Big Bouncers do, but the obvious change for Saturday was the guys were finishing out the top, whereas on Friday they were finishing back almost down in the same general areas where they started from. Okay, the finish timers were down at the bottom of the hill, whereas on Saturday they were going out the top. But still, a lot of the same, up and back down and back up and back down again. So a great test of these machines, man. Great test of these machines. So let's get into the top 5 here. Ethan Martin coming in 5th place. Good to see him up there. Travis Cooper in 4th. Really excited to be saying this gentleman's name. Tyler Bradley coming in 3rd place. Excited for him to get up there. He is running DC Thompson's old chassis from last year, a proven machine. Tyler Bradley knows his stuff. He's a hell of a mechanic. He knows he's a driver as well. So excited to see him up on the podium and hope to see him up there more. Giving this one a run for his money, Cash LaCroix. Cash only beating him by 2 points. But Cash again on a tear this weekend. And then Paul Wolf standing in that top spot in that same Can-Am. Paul standing on the podium in all 3 UTV classes. Well, then let's move into the big bouncers, man. These are the heavyweights, y'all. You know that. They're my favorites. And I have come to love all of these guys, man. And, go visit my page on the hill with Nick. I did a quick interview with some of these drivers talking about Cable Hill. We're calling it Reminiscing on the Hill, presented by Heckley Racing. Go back and check that out, man. It was a pretty cool 4 or 5 minute video, of some of the big names in the sport talking about their favorite Cable Hill moments. So go over and check that out. Quick little shameless plug. Justin Wills. Justin has been, and after this, we're going to go over and look at the overall series points. But Justin has been very consistent this year, very consistent. I'm excited to list this name, to say this name as well, Jay Storch. Jay debuting his new Ford Play buggy, the Reject Fab Ford-powered, small block Ford-powered buggy that Jay Storch has been looking forward to. And now he's starting to dial it in a little bit and work the bugs out. Very excited to see you in the top 5, sir. Timmy Cameron in 3rd place, tying with Brandon Davis for 2nd place. Funny how we have 2 TC built rigs in the top 5 and 2 reject fab built buggies in the top 5. I did a video of reject fab versus TC built on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channel. Go over and check that out. It's pretty cool comparison from Hawk Pride. Danny Smith coming in the top spot. Again, let's get over to these the cup points, the overall cup points here, because I dare say we're going to see some things shaking up here. We started off with the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Let's go over the top 5. Clint Garrison currently sitting in 5th place. Dan Carter in 4th. Wade Good sitting in 3rd place. Brandon Davis in 2nd. And Paul Wolf, again, Can-Am's dominating that UTV stock class. Dominating. Also, we went to the RCV Performance UTV Unlimited Cup Series. We talked about that next. Top 5, DC Thompson. Very cool. Again, glad to see him up there. Clint Garrison. Clint had some pretty serious damage, pretty catastrophic damage. Took him out of the race on Saturday. So hopefully he can get some repairs done. That was for the Bounty Series, though. Paul Wolf in 3rd. Cash LaCroix in 2nd place. And Timmy Cameron not too far ahead of Cash. Not even a whole hill ahead of Cash right now. So it is literally anybody's ball game. They might as well be tied as far as that goes. Literally. So no room for error. No room for error in racing right now. Not at all. After that, we talked about the UTV Bounty Series. DC Thompson, again, another top 5. Well done. Well done. Dan Carter, sitting in that 4th spot. Another top 5 for you, sir. Doing well. UTV Bounty, top 3. Cash LaCroix, currently sitting in 3rd. Wade Good in 2nd place. And Paul Wolf up there in the top spot. Cash and Wade, again, they are 1 point difference. So very close. Very close racing, y'all. No room for error. All right, going into the top 5 for the Brannick Motorsport Bouncer Cup Series. Again, these are the big dogs, and I'm going to be listing off a bunch of names that that you've been seeing. Okay, Cash LaCroix currently sitting in that top 5 spot. Brandon Davis in 4th. He has been very consistent. They call him Mr. Consistency for a reason. He has been very consistent these last 3 races, to include Visions. Even though Visions wasn't a points race for the National Rock Racing Association, still standing on the podium is seat time. It's drive time. So good for Brandon Davis. Jake Pike currently sitting in 3rd place. Jake was the 2nd place winner overall last year, so currently still sitting in a top spot. Danny Smith, not far behind the leader, currently in 2nd place. Tim Cameron sitting in that top spot. And again, Danny and Timmy might as well be tied, because they are a DNF away from from that changing. Literally less than a hill separating them. Unbelievable racing, y'all. I just want to give all these guys a quick shout out, man. All these drivers, a lot of them are very humble. A lot of them just really enjoy doing this stuff. But I tell you what, it makes for some very exciting stories, and it gives me a lot of stuff to talk about and make videos and stuff like that. So thank you so much to all of the drivers, man, and all that you guys sacrifice and all that you guys do. Man, what a sport. What a sport. Michael Garski checking in. DC Thompson has been much better this year with avoiding the wreckers. I believe Hill 1 on Saturday was the first time he has turned that new chassis over. Pete Rittenauer, another owner of a reject fab buggy. Hope to see you on the hill soon, sir. Justin Holt did a great job building Ford Play. I agree. I agree. Jay Storch likes those single seaters, man. This is his third one now, and yeah, I agree. Justin knows how to build them. That's for sure. Wyatt Wilson checking in. Gonna get me some seat time in that Can-Am, so look out. What Wyatt's talking about is he won Paul Wolf's old buggy, Christie's old buggy, in a raffle, and won it on his birthday, actually. And his first time driving it, first time racing it was last weekend. So we're gonna have some footage of that. We're gonna have some footage of that up soon too. Well, that is it for me, everybody. Rush Springs Ranch, September 17th and 18th, coming up. CA Tech CRRS Race 3, wrapping up that Central Series, the regular season Central Series racing, presented by Radflow. Usually it's hot, it's been dusty. Don't forget, this is the park where Clyde has incorporated the short course in the past. So it's going to be interesting to see what he comes up with this time. They got some big old steep, loose dirt hills. Makes for some pretty interesting climbs for sure. You better have that wheel speed, like I said, and you better have some dig tires too, because that loose dirt goes away quick. So we will be talking about the registration and everything on the next episode of the Starting Line, and then the episode after that we'll be drawing numbers. So drawing the drivers' orders for Rush Springs Ranch. So y'all be on the lookout, man. And again, get on over to our social media pages and be watching. We are going to have action coming at you guys non-stop. And hit me up if there's anything that you'd like to see, anything in particular, or whatever, man. I love this stuff, and I can talk about it all day long. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. We'll see everybody soon.